Okay, and in this context.
In the text.
1 second, bro. This is not. For example, if someone does something really bad and it's really a negative to humanity and causes a lot of havoc, I'm sure you would say this person is the worst of all creation.
Wait. Wait. So what you're doing, firstly, you acted like you were gonna bring us.
I do. I have it here. I'm gonna read it right now. Okay, so verse 98:6. He said, "O Rasulullah, there are your enemies and enemies of your Shias who will be coming on the day of judgment with blackened faces, extremely thirsty, miserable, tormented infidels, hypocrites. That would be for you and your Shias, and this would be for your enemies and their adherents." So it's saying it's referring to specific people that are against this group called Shias.
You mean the party, the group, whatever? No, you're not. You're laughing. Let's see what else it says. So I'll go to Q-Test here. I'll do Q-Test here because I don't know.
No, bro. Because wait, I have another one. I have another one from Bukhari. I have another one from Bukhari.
Bukhari is not a text here.
Yeah, it is. Bukhari is a text
he
here.
mentions he has a section. He has a section of hadith that he attributes to tafsir, but he is not a tafsir scholar. He's not. So
wait. So what's the problem? What's the problem with that?
Oh my gosh. Let's see what Ibn Kathir has to say.
Can you go check Ibn Ishaq? I prefer him over Kathir.
Ibn Ishaq, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna check Ibn Ishaq.
I did. You don't want to hear it.
No, I do. I prefer Ibn Ishaq and Ibn Taymiyyah over Kathir.
Yeah. So those are two different classifications.
No,
This
is how I know you're being ignorant. Because, bro, first of all, Ibn Ishaq and Ibn Kathir are one of the earliest Islamic historians that we know of today, and all of our knowledge comes from them about Islam.
Dude, that's not the...
Anyway, I just want to make a point. See, I want to make a point also about this.
This guy is...
Moshi and why? I just want to make a point. Can I make a point about this?
Are you claiming that Muslims...
Yes, the point is that,
Are you claiming that Muslims will use the explanation of the Quran, or give the explanation, the exegesis of the Quran? They'll use Ibn Ishaq over Ibn Kathir?
Yes, so it depends, actually, and there's actually reports on this. 1 second, let me educate you, bro. There's reports on this. So it actually depends, okay? If you look at, and there's a hadith for this, if you can just go listen to it, you'll see. Or there's a writing from Ibn Kathir that says this, actually. Ibn Kathir has an interpretation from something that Aisha radiallahu anha said. And she said something that basically Ibn Kathir then alluded to, that there's going to be a man, he professed this, a man possibly by the name of Ishaq. And because of that, we must then take precedent of Ishaq on certain matters on Fridays. And so if you go right now and search up Ibn Kathir's Aisha interpretation exegesis about the prophetic Ishaq.
There is no exegesis.
There is. You're just ignorant. You're ignorant. I'm telling you.
There is no exegesis of Aisha.
No, bro, are you kidding me? I'm not saying Aisha. I'm saying something she said. One of the things that she said.
Yeah, that's a hadith.
Yes, Ibn Kathir did an exegesis on one of the hadiths from Aisha, and then from that he extrapolated that there are going to be other scholars or historians that you ought to follow and have precedent over him by the name of Ishaq or something, and he basically painted him as this prophetic figure. You should look into it, go search.
How about you? So you asked me to find something.
It's there. Go find it. It's there, bro. That's not my fault.
You asked me to find something earlier.
1 second. Didn't you claim that you have read all 700,000 hadiths? Because you're the one that claimed you read all
this guy.
You read all those.
He doesn't apply to himself.
Okay, bro.
Because here's the thing, dude. No,
I'm sorry.
Ibn Kathir is 100% one of the top two. What is this? I'm going to invite them out, somebody. I'll invite him. Ibn Kathir is up there with Al-Tabari, right, as an exegesis scholar. He's not the same as Bukhari. It's not like you are trying to perform this red herring where you're trying to make audience and myself follow.
I don't think you're understanding what's going on right now.
Maybe you...
I don't think that you're answering anything. conversation.
Yeah.
You're trying to act like John. Stop.
Slow,
John, Echo, you're trying to act like there's not an Islamic separation from Ibn Ashaf and from Ibn Kathir, and that's ridiculous. Echo, you are trying to make that there is not a religious separation inside of the like.
Yes, there is not a religious. There's only a spiritual and political
No,
separation.
dude, let me finish. You're trying to act like there's not a religious separation in scholarship between Ibn Ashab, Al-Tabari, slash Qurtubi, slash Kathir. And there is. There absolutely is. John, I'll let you up in a moment. I just wanted to say that. Like, you're trying to present to this audience that there is not a difference. And there is. Anybody can look it up.
You're presenting to the audience, and I'm talking to you. Look at the difference between you and I.
Okay. Can
I'm
I?
talking to you. You're talking to
All
the
right, you
audience.
guys. So
We're
while
done, bro.
there is
We're done. He got destroyed, bro. Like I just absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
I think the problem is.
You can't even use archetype correctly.
Okay, can you guys like be silent for 2 minutes?
You got destroyed, bro.
So why? I mean, you have a very straight way of arguing like yesterday. Anyway, so this verse that you're talking about, it does mention something, right? But I don't think most Muslims actually believe that or they don't really behave like as if all polytheists and non-believers are the worst of people. Some definitely do. We live in the world, but it's unlikely that people actually believe that. I don't know what does that actually translate to. And historically they haven't also done that, right? So for example, you know, when the Muslims, it'll be a little one last bit. So historically, during the rule of Muslim sultans or Muslim emperors in India, you know, a majority of Indians were polytheists, but they were not treated like, they were also considered people of the book because it was just more convenient to do so.
Wait, you claim that Muslims historically have not. So wait, firstly, let's start at this point. Allah
You want to know what?
eternal words that they are lesser than creatures. So
you know,
whether Muslims accept that or not doesn't mean anything. But it could be that Muslims have never read that verse. Right?
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Why?
Hey, why? What's the argument?
Bro, you're making good points, but to be honest, bro. Honestly, bro, this whole religion shit's kind of teasing me anyways.
Can I hear the argument you made why, or did you guys talk?
Okay, Cairo. So basically what he's trying to say is this, okay? So first of all, are you a Muslim, Cairo?
Yeah.
Okay. What type? So
I'm a Muslim.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, he's saying basically that well, there's a couple of points he's making. One is if you go to chapter 98, verse 6. I'll wait till you're there, bro.
1 second.
Yeah, right. Take your time. Why is it okay that I'm speaking on your behalf, or is that not allowed?
It don't bother me none. As long as you represent me correctly.
Did you say? What'd you say?
As long as you represent me correctly.
You said 98.
Yeah, 6.
98.6.
Yeah. Why is basically saying that Islam is false because he spotted like a spelling
I
mistake
never
or
said
something.
that. I never did.
Oh,
Okay, why don't you just tell me why?
Look at this guy.
Okay, why don't you just tell me why?
What did I say? I said, I don't care that you speak for me as long as you represent me correctly. And what does he do? He does it incorrectly.
Okay, maybe he made a mistake.
No, that's purpose.
No, that was a mistake. I'm sorry. Go ahead, why?
Go ahead. I've never said that.
Just explain the argument to him, bro.
Because of this.
Okay, that's what I thought you were trying to say, bro. So, can you tell us why this is a defeater for Islam? Go ahead.
And why are you a Christian or atheist?
I didn't know that it mattered. I thought the.
I'm just asking. I never said it
He's
did.
been trying to go
That's
before
what
with you.
I
He's
was
trying to
gonna
go
say.
before.
People get so defensive for
I
everything.
know, bro.
No, just don't bring in any relevant stuff when we're trying to figure something out.
When I asked, hey, how's everybody doing? Was that also irrelevant?
Yeah, like exactly.
That's not similar at all.
It is. It has nothing to do.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the conversation.
No, dude, silly. Don't be ridiculous.
You telling me don't be ridiculous has nothing to do with the conversation?
Yeah, obviously, if you're having a discussion and debating a religious point, and then you're trying to say, well, what is your religion? That could be relevant to the discussion, whereas asking it, how are you, isn't.
But that's
Euro, I already agreed it was not relevant. It was just a question. You can move on if he doesn't want to answer.
Yeah, just don't, that's what I'm saying, just don't
It
ask.
is relevant. Wait,
Now we're just dancing in circles. Can we just get
Yeah, let's not get into the meta, just stick to the text. What does it say, and then you can then go on to what are the implications. God, it's simple, guys.
I just don't think things are that simple, to be honest. In reality, like, they're more complicated than we think. So maybe.
No, I'm not saying this is simple. I'm saying that to avoid these extraneous
No,
subjects.
fair enough. I get it, Euro. I agreed with you. It wasn't relevant to the argument. It was just a question I wanted to know. But it's not that serious. So what's the argument, though? Oh, no way. That's crazy. That's a defeater.
So one.
No, Echo, let him say it because...
He's not gonna talk, bro.
Yeah, why? Is there some reason why you're not talking?
I think that this is ridiculous. Like, that's my personal opinion.
No, I understand, but there's no.
I've already stated multiple times.
I just got here.
Yeah, I understand, but there's new people on the stage that haven't heard the argument, so they don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but the thing is like, he's already buddied up with the person who claimed that.
I don't even know him. What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. The argument. I guess the newest one. It started a while ago with, like, there's been 4 different things. But essentially, if you're asking about 98, 6 of the Quran, right? What I was mentioning was that the worst of creatures, and it's the people of the scripture. Now, there was actually a person who tried to like, oh no, it's not talking just about them. Yeah, nobody says it's not talking about just them, right? It's just a bunch of red herrings going on at this point. So, let's focus. The worst of creatures, what does that mean according to Islam?
Well, I think if you read 98:6, we should all be able to agree that the text is pretty clear, I think. It says, indeed, those who disbelieve from the people of the book and the polytheists will be in the fire of hell, stay there forever. They are the worst of all beings. They're the worst of creatures. It clearly says it's 2 groups of people, right? The polytheists, that's one of them. And the second one is those people from the people of the book who disbelieve.
And those people, the people of the book, would be the Jews and the Christians, correct?
Jews, Christians, and Muslims.
Okay, yeah.
People of the book
But
is...
Did we not hear from Echo that, and I think Neil Plateau, that no, that's not who is being defined as.
No,
Echo actually trying to...
What's this?
Echo, real quick, I'll get to you.
Yeah.
Neat. I'll call you Neat. Echo actually trying to make an argument that is about people who do things that are bad.
No, I said no. I said people that commit kufr, and kufr, you have to look at
And I battled that.
And Muslims can commit kufr. Muslims can commit kufr. The people that identify as Muslim are doing kufr.
Dude, firstly, I battled back with your Cooper saying, where's the word Cooper inside of the text? You wouldn't answer. And then secondly, you did try to make an argument about people who kill somebody and they do this and that. That's not in the text either. Euro says he reads it explicitly as like, yeah, it's just A and B. You know?
What's the argument
But
going on?
let me hear from Cairo. Cairo, do you think that?
Bro, I'm still waiting on the argument. I don't understand. I'm
No, it's not an argument.
I want to hear from him because I don't want anybody
Okay,
to represent him.
wait. It's not. So first thing is like, do you think it is nice to call people worst of human beings, the ones who are polytheists and non-believers?
What do you mean? Is it nice? Is it feeling?
I mean, yes. Or do you believe that they are worst of human beings, or worst of creatures, creation, or worst of?
Disbelief from the people of the book and the politics will be in the fire of hell to stay there forever. They are the worst of all beings. Alhamdulillah, mashallah. Mashallah. So what's the argument?
I think he agrees.
Okay, so you do agree that it's a worst of all.
I love it. I love the verse. What's the? Is there an argument?
Well, there is no argument. He's just saying that Muslims are
No, I thought
people like you are.
I thought he was going to say Islam is false because X.
No, it's not Islam is false. It's just that people like you are dickheads. That's all he will say.
People like me are what?
Dickheads.
That was my claim. I just want you to know that Echo said that was
People who believe these things are dickheads. That's what.
Like, it's insane when you have to deal with these type of people that like, oh, well, why so? He's claiming that Islam is false because it claims that a certain group of people are the worst of creatures. Never fucking said that. Never fucking implied that. Implicitly, explicitly. And then all of a sudden, this guy is like, oh, I don't even know him. But he's buddying it up to him. It's ridiculous.
How did I buddy up to him?
I'm pretty sure Cairo,
you just agreed with what he claimed.
So I
I don't know what he's talking about.
I have a confession to make. One sec. Why? Just listen. Why?
Why?
Listen. Why? I have a confession. Cairo and I did buddy up, and we're actually really good friends.
We're actually cousins. We're actually cousins.
Yeah, everybody knows that Muslims marry and fuck their cousins. Everybody knows that.
You have something against cousin marriage?
Not surprising, my God.
Why? You have something against cousin marriage?
Echo, are you getting married to Cairo? I wish. Are you going to invite us to your wedding?
Y'all better cut that gay shit out, man.
Come on, Cairo.
But why?
I'm sure you love it.
No, but okay, guys, let's stop the child and stuff. Why? Did you have an argument, or is that false?
There's no argument. He's just saying that.
Why? Because
Yeah. There is no argument, dude. Are you not tracking? There's no argument. It's just that people who believe this shit are dickheads. That's all. That's all. Why he's trying to say.
Is that what you were trying to say? Why? I don't know, these type of people. He doesn't want people to speak for him, but he doesn't want to speak himself. It's not that serious.
Okay.
He's already spoken. I think it's pretty
No,
clear.
I get it, but I didn't hear it, and you agree with that.
Yeah, I know.
Cairo,
You know what I mean?
like, to be
That's why I'm
honest,
just
Cairo,
confused.
I know. That's why I asked him to repeat.
Dude, how many times
Basically,
you would
basically-
agree that at some point you personally get infuriated at how many times you have to repeat yourself.
No, I understand
So
that.
it doesn't matter about new people at that point. We can all agree that
Fair enough.
we will get like irate, infuriated, mad, any descriptive term that you want to be about having to constantly fucking repeat yourself.
Yeah, I get it. I'm
We can
human,
agree
we're all
with that.
human. I feel the same way at times.
Yeah, then there you go.
Now, and listen, I get it.
I'm feeling.
Because I don't know what you went through before I got here. Maybe that's why you're angry and annoyed. That's why you don't want to repeat it. I get it. We're all human. I definitely felt the same way at times. I just was asking because I was ignorant of the conversation before. But if you don't want to have it, it's not serious.
Mashallah, right?
I mean, no disrespect towards you. You can move
What
on.
do you mean no disrespect? You literally disrespected him by calling him the worst of all people.
Just so you know.
I don't know what type of fool you are. You said I disrespected him and called him something. Come on.
Yes, because you agreed with that verse. That's why.
But even if he agrees with the verse, it doesn't mean that
Like, did I insult him at any time? No.
Why
What are
is-
you talking about?
why is necessarily.
I don't even know what he is. He didn't answer my question to what religion he is.
What does that matter? I don't think that matters at all.
So who threw him down?
Of course it doesn't matter.
Okay, no. see, the whole thing is, yeah, I was trying to say that,
You know,
people actually don't believe that shit, man.
2 billion
I
people
break
believe
it down.
No, not 2 million. Please, you cannot speak for 2 billion. You can speak for yourself. Yeah, so
Break it down. Like,
yeah, I'm breaking it.
break it down in principles, not an idea.
Yeah. So you know, this guy's claiming.
The words if you break it down.
If you, I mean, there's nothing wrong means what?
Basically, it's saying that which is right that which is false is a base.
Yeah. So you know, there is no.
Put it in
See, you cannot excuse what the only part I was trying to say. Like there are 2 billion Muslims in the world. I don't think most of them actually live their day-to-day lives thinking that the other person, the one who's a disbeliever. Yeah. I'm telling you because I have experienced this, right? I've experienced multiple. I've experienced I've seen historically how Muslim rulers.
You put it in principles.
The only idiots, the only dickheads like you who will publicly admit it, because also you will not publicly admit it because
At least you bring it down.
Yeah. You will also not publicly admit. You will not publicly admit it because you're too scared to say it, but with your real name. You're just doing it in a. Yeah. Try telling your neighbors. Try telling your co-workers.
Says it all. Like,
He believes in the book. Why should he say break it down? Like dissect the principle.
Anyway.
A certain group of people with a certain identity.
This guy's funny, bro.
Yeah, I know.
No, Nia, let's talk to
It's shocking because the identity of the people are basically
No, I mean,
This shit's still going.
so I'll tell you what Why was saying. Why was saying that in modern times, if people hold on to non-pluralism, like if people say like those people are worst because they are Muslims or they are Jews or they are Russians or they are Maasai tribe or anybody who will make these statements in modern times, like about a group of people, will be looked at.
This text does not say that about Christians. Doesn't say it about Jews. Doesn't say it about Muslims. Doesn't say it about Sabians. Okay, the only group that is categorized that way is polytheists.
No.
Yes.
No, your reading is wrong. Okay.
No, I am absolutely correct.
No, okay. Allow me to say it. So, okay. Because there are different translations. So if you open Quran.com, at least open choose all the different translations. Okay. So one of the translations says, surely those who disbelieve from among the people of the book.
That's what I said.
Now, what does disbelief mean? Disbelief in Islam. Okay. Because another translation says, verily, those who disbelieve in the religion of Islam, the Quran and Prophet Muhammad.
That's not what this text says. This text says those.
Wait.
No.
Hear me out.
You're the one that interrupted me, and I let you interrupt me.
No.
So I pointed out that there's 2 groups that are identified here. One is broadly unqualified, polytheist. So polytheists fit into this category. The second one is a subset of people of the book. So people generally agree people of the book is a reference to Christians, Muslims, Jews, and Sabaeans. And of those people, which part?
Wait. No. Don't listen to
Come
me.
on, why are
Just
you
finish
interrupting
with me.
him? I don't understand this.
Cairo, I am trying to discuss with you right now. So why?
Yeah, but he made a point. Why not let him make his point?
Because that's a side quest.
It's important to see if we have agreement or not. So Cairo, which
The
part?
people of the book are
Yeah.
in Islam, from my knowledge,
Yeah.
Muslims and Christians.
No, it also refers to Muslims.
When Muslims say people of the book, they're referring to Jews and Christians.
Well, it also includes Muslims.
That's fair enough. But
That could be.
So, if I may, real quick, the separation.
Please, wait. I want to discuss this with you. Okay? Without getting into side quest. So the text text itself. Now, I asked
Yeah.
you to specifically, like, take Quran.com, pick up, choose all the different translations, okay? Because
Yeah,
don't just
yeah,
rely on one translation, okay?
Yeah, fine.
And then you will get the context, okay? So what does the word disbelieve mean, okay? Does it mean disbelief in Muhammad, Islam, and Allah? Or does it mean just disbelief in God, like, a single God?
It's
What does the
Muhammad.
word disbelief mean?
Muhammad's the special.
Whatever it means, it's referring to the people who do that, whatever disbelief is, from the people of the book.
Yes. So from the people of the book, the ones who disbelieve in Islam, that's what it means.
Well, that's your interpretation. I didn't get into what it means to disbelieve. All I said is it's referring to people of the book, so we know who that group is, and then the subset, those who disbelieve. And there are other verses in the Quran that seem to agree with this, because if you go to 822 or 855, 822 says, can I just finish? Wow. It says the worst living creatures in Allah's sights are the deaf and dumb who do not use reason. 855 says the worst living creatures are those who disbelieve and will not believe.
So was that
Yes,
correct?
so-
It says twice in the
Wait, why? So, now, so why are you going into the word disbelief? What does that mean, you think?
Because first, you have to establish what it says, which is disbelieve amongst the people of the book.
Yes.
And you want to jump
Can I tell
immediately
you what it
to
is?
Christians and
I
Jews.
agree,
Let me
yes.
tell you
So
what
people of the book,
disbelief is. 1 second. The word kufr is disbelief, like Moshe said. Kufr
Yeah,
is to know the
kufru,
truth
yeah.
and to hide it. Kufr comes from kafara, to know the truth. And
I know, kafaru, it says.
Yeah, kafara,
The
exactly.
actual Arabic word is kafaru,
The
yeah.
word kafaru means to hide the
To
truth,
cover.
to know the truth and to cover it like a blanket.
Covered, yes, it's the same cognate as covered, yes, I know.
Okay, these are the
So-
people
so-
who are worse than
yeah. Yeah, so the thing is that anyway, the point still remains, right, of why that, at least his claim that, in modern times, if you take a group, in modern times, if you take a group of people like polytheists and call them the worst of beings, then people will look at you very
Modern times,
strangely.
according to who? In modern times, according to who?
1 minute.
According to-
Amongst the people of the book, which includes Muslims, Christians, whoever
Whoever.
knows the truth, no matter what you call yourself, and covers the truth up like a blanket. These are the worst of people.
Nargis is,
No,
Nargis
no,
is
that's
speaking
not
the
what it
truth.
No, and it says and the idolater and the polytheists. Okay, it doesn't say the people who are actually not disbelieving.
Don't have a book.
Yes, so that's what I'm saying. That if you call Hindus, if you call Hindus as the Nargis, are you agreeing that Hindus are the worst of people?
Yes, the ones that know the
Are you
truth.
agreeing? Because Cairo certainly is.
Yes, the ones that know
Yes,
the
Cairo
truth.
is.
The ones that know the truth and hide it and cover it up, they are the
No. This is not what the word.
No, Cairo. The text doesn't say that. So,
The text doesn't say that.
I agree.
Nargis is also a big Nargis is also a big.
It's not the person of the politician.
Nargis, stop doing your stupid thing. Stop doing your stupid thing. Nargis, stop doing your stupid thing. No, you're just.
Why don't you let her finish and speak after her? Just stop interrupting her.
Based on what he's preaching, which is pure monotheism, polytheism is a false position. It doesn't mean you don't call my friend or someone who holds to this amongst the polytheists. It's a false position. He's calling you out.
No, you're just being an apologetic right now. Nargis,
Shut the fuck up.
you're doing your thing. You're doing your silly thing. Nargis, we need an intervention for Nargis.
You need
Nargis,
to
you're doing it again.
You need to watch a rom-com and go cry in a
Fuck
corner.
up. If you're a pure monotheist, definitely polytheism is a false position. For a monotheist.
Yeah, are you the worst of being? Are Hindus the worst of people?
The ideology is the worst.
Please ask me, please.
No.
It's not the
The text is
person,
saying.
right?
No, the text is clearly talking about the persons, not the ideology.
Yeah, the person. What makes the person?
So Nargis, yes. So Nargis, you believe in. Anyway, so what I am saying, Nargis, the point of Nargis I was trying to make earlier is that actually Muslims don't believe this or they don't do this. Okay, in practical life they don't actually believe that polytheists are the worst of people or disbelievers are the worst of people.
Okay, so Nate, I
That's
understand.
ridiculous.
I understand that you're objecting to this idea of the worst of creatures. In the context of this text, right? They're the worst of the creatures because these are the creatures that are condemned to hellfire forever. So if I were to ask most Muslims, are polytheists going to go to hell? I think most would say yes.
I think a lot of them would say they
and yes.
okay, wait.
Yes.
Yeah. Only Cairo might, but the most. I think again. I know a lot of Muslims who just say that it's up to Allah to decide. It's not for them to decide.
Yeah, we're talking about when you decide.
Okay, look, I totally agree that I think most Muslims understand that it's up to God's grace, and
Yeah.
God could save some polytheists, maybe.
Can I just say something? We're
Yeah.
talking about people that are condemned to hell. We're not talking about like me as a Muslim. I can't go around telling people you are the worst, because that is not my authority.
Exactly.
You actually are
But
allowed to do that because you can quote
Can I just
the Quran. You can quote the Quran.
say this is what I'm saying? Why I can't say why you are the worst. You are going to hell. I can't do that.
You could because you can
But I'm
quote
saying
the Quran.
somebody.
He's included in that.
So Cairo, would you agree with me that
I agree with what you just said, Euro.
that you can't say it on an individual basis?
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
But you can say it to a group like polytheists are condemned to hell. But it's true that an individual polytheist might be saved
Correct.
for some other reason.
Yeah. So but you do agree that it is still something that people in modern times won't say that for a group.
Who?
We wouldn't say that.
Oh, I think they say it for the group.
Yeah, we do.
No, I'm saying in modern times, I don't think it is a value that is
Neil, you should
acceptable.
probably stop saying
Can you?
Well, look, if your point is people don't go
You
around.
have already showed you're a dickhead.
If your point is, I would agree with you that people don't generally go around saying, "Oh, Hindus are going to hell." Yeah, of course not. But if you ask them, do they believe?
Don't interrupt. Wait.
How am I
It's not
interrupting?
about going to hell. It's not
He
about going
literally
to
just
hell.
asked
It's
you a
about being.
question and then he told you don't interrupt.
I'm trying to tell you when Cairo just interrupted me. So okay, you know what my point is.
Cairo was
You know what my point is. You know what my point is when I started speaking.
You keep saying people generally don't go around. People don't act in such a way that they believe this.
No, I'm saying that. No, I'm saying that when you talk about the worst people, all right. We don't, there was a time when some people said Jews were the worst of all people. Okay? But nowadays, it is very badly seen if you say that a group X, whatever that X might be, polytheist or non-believers or Japanese. Wait, why are you guys always interrupt? What? So, I'm just saying that this does not match with modern values. Oh my God, why?
Which modern values?
Yes,
Whose
modern values of the modern values of dignity of
me,
human.
I agree with you that based on modern values, people don't go around saying, "Oh my God, Hindus are the worst, Jews are the worst, Christians are the worst, whatever." But Christianity does say Christians do believe that salvation is exclusive to those who believe in Christ, and Muslims believe that salvation is unique to those who believe in Islam. I'll just leave it at that.
I can tell you, look, based on religious, based on the paradigm, that which is not itself is false. That which opposes it is false. Therefore, people.
Yeah, but we're talking about burst of humans.
Who are outside.
We don't care about falsity. See, we don't care about
But this
falsity.
worst of humans here is a reference to those who are condemned to hell.
They're goys. They're otherwise.
Yes, that's what. So
that's not unique to Islam. Both Muslims and
can I speak to Nargis now? I'm trying to speak to Nargis now.
I'm saying this is
So
what.
Nargis,
Why are you adding emotion to it? According to that paradigm.
I'm not adding emotion. I'm
Why
just.
are you getting all hyped? I'm not agreeing.
You are
other is false, and that which is false is not of me. That's all it's saying. So
No, it's saying more than that. It's saying more than that. It is saying that.
They are based on all.
Okay, so it's saying more than that.
Right?
Okay, now can you let me speak now? It is saying more than that. It is saying that you are the worst, Nargis. That these group of people are the worst of all creatures.
Yeah, they are the
Okay,
worst.
they are the worst.
Of course.
They are the worst. Nargis, they are the
So
worst.
there's a problem with that. Christians do the same thing. The only
They are the worst.
of the people of the book, the only one who doesn't do that are the Jews.
Because you believe in falsehood, therefore people believe in falsehood.
Yeah, but that completely doesn't match with our modern values.
It's not.
That completely doesn't match.
Look at the values we assign on Clubhouse. These are modern values. Every day people are otherized and hated.
Yeah, exactly. That is what we don't do otherizing. Yes, that's why people who.
Daily.
No, that is wrong, Marcus. You know it.
And when I choose vanilla over chocolate, I'm otherizing chocolate.
No.
So look, I mean, I already acknowledged right from the beginning. Yes, people don't go around screaming at people like, "Oh, you're a Hindu or you're Hindi or whatever," and then get upset. No, of course not. But that doesn't mean that they don't believe that person is excluded from salvation.
So Euro. Euro. That I will disagree with you there. So
Okay, which part?
Yes. So the part is that when I see many Muslims, even in this platform, interacting with non-Muslims, okay, disbelievers, polytheists, they actually don't interact in a way that they think that these are the worst of humans.
That's what I just said. So you're agreeing with me.
Wait. It's not that they are acting. They are genuine. They genuinely. I get that impression that they genuinely feel that these people are not the worst. Okay, the interaction has some genuineness in that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And historically, this has been seen also.
Okay. So you're hung up on the word worst. Okay, so they're not treating people badly like they're the worst. But if you ask these people,
that's not what I said. Again, Europe. It's not that they're not just treating them. They genuinely seem not to feel that way. That they genuinely don't have that.
So they feel this way that these people aren't the worst. It's still different from asking them, are these people condemned to hell or not? Not the individual, but polytheists.
Can I say
So
something?
I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna show you the tafsir. Q tafsir. They are the worst of creatures is the parentheses, which is just saying that like he's addressing this, meaning they are the worst creation that Allah has fashioned and created.
Yeah, I agree.
No. What I'm pointing out is like the hell concept is not the issue. It seems like you're trying to be like, oh well, this is a hell issue, and because anybody who doesn't believe they go to hell. No, it's talking about that Allah has fashioned all people throughout history from the beginning of time. What's your point? Dude, before Allah created anything, he created, and then afterwards, 50,000 years later, he created the pen, and he says, hey, write down everything. And the pen writes down everything that's going to happen in history, right? And then all of a sudden, he, in his eternal world, his eternal words, before even he tells the pen to write that down, he is saying, yo, you don't believe in what I sent down? Beforehand, you're the worst of fucking creatures. It's not about hell. No,
What's wrong with that?
Dude, no, it's not about hell.
What are you finding wrong in this argument? What are you finding wrong in this?
Okay, fine. I mean, I'm saying that
Kayla, do you agree that one of your arguments was not one of your arguments about the verse being about hell? Was that one of your?
No, I agree with what you just said.
Okay, I could have sworn.
Yeah, because
that before.
What's the topic here?
Can I say something?
Dude, can you just, people, please, please just wait.
I don't know what my
It
saying.
seemed like one of your arguments was about like people disbelieving going to hell, right? And that they're the worst creatures because they disbelieve and they're in hell. But what I'm pointing out to you is that the scholars of Islam are saying that it's not about hell. It's about the eternal fashion of Allah, and that He fashioned these people to be disbelievers, and that in His eyes, and that in the Muslim community, their eyes should look at them as not being Muslim. They are the worst of creatures.
Yeah, they're saying that's true. There's falsehood, there's better, there's worse, etc., etc. Okay. If you're what's the problem? What's the problem? Identifying two different groups of people. It's calling one true, it's calling the other false. What's the problem?
I don't understand why you're
What is
talking
the
when I
actual
address you.
problem? Like, what is it that's troubling you? Like, what's
Yeah. So why you have to say why are you troubled? Why are you troubled about this?
Yeah,
That's what's your argument? Like I was saying, right? It clashes with modern values. That is my trouble. It is a trouble that Cairo considers Nargis at the same level as Hitler. You know.
It's a distinction, right? No, he can just use it.
To an individual.
No, you, Nargis, you are a disbeliever. No, you are completely a disbeliever. You are like just as bad as Hitler, Nargis, according to Cairo.
Was one of your positions that the
How
way
much
that
is he
you
supposed to
read
consider it? He's
96
reading his
of
text,
the
he's reading it
Quran?
like that, right?
Holy shit.
Look at you got to what?
Holy shit, is right.
If there was any religion,
Like, what is another way of understanding
any
this?
religion out
You
there,
look up.
dude, I just want y'all to
So be
understand.
generous to it and
If there
why
was
should not
any, Nargis, please just wait a moment. If there was any
bro, you're
religion
a dumb
out
fuck,
there,
bro.
You a dumb fuck, bro. You're a dumb fuck, bro.
Sikhism actually uses Allah. It uses.
Sikhism is not polytheistic. Good Lord,
Why don't you wait?
Stop bringing Sikhism. You brought it twice. Sikhism is quite a beautiful religion. Can you just stop bringing Sikhism in?
No, the point is actually relevant because Guru Nanak, right? He appears from the river after 3 days, and he says, "There's no Hindu, there's no Muslim," and he actually, in his speech, in the Guru Sahib, the religious text, he actually addresses Allah, right? And inside of the Guru Sahib, he says,
Okay, again, what is your point?
Dude, just stop.
Yes, you are just speaking for a long time. You are actually giving a point.
Bro, just stop. I need to talk. I need to speak. Stop interrupting me, bro.
Okay, so are you saying otherizing doesn't go without one value?
Stop being interrupted by.
Because you don't say anything of like value.
What did that lead to why I'm speaking for a long time? But anyway, what I'm bringing up is if the Sikh religion, which does address Allah and it addresses Hindu gods, right? If he said inside of Sikhism in their holy text, it says that anybody who doesn't believe in this, but yet I address your gods, you're the worst of creatures. Wouldn't that be like Islamophobia? Wouldn't that be like, wouldn't that be Hinduphobia?
So Nilo, Abraham is very
We heard you out. We heard you out. Now it's okay. Now please. Be silent for 10 minutes. Why? Be silent for 10 minutes.
So
Okay.
Nilo,
We
like
heard you. Yeah.
Abrahamics, unlike Eastern.
Cairo, I'm not a Christian.
Hold a long thought, right?
Cairo, I'm not a Christian.
But
Just write it in the chat, dude. Why are you speaking it out?
No,
Just write it in the chat. Talk to Cairo in the chat, dude.
I just want.
so authorizing is a very common principle within the scripture.
My apologies, why?
Of within the scriptures of
That's how
Abraham.
bad.
You see it heavily
Oh
shown
my God.
in the Judaic, the Christian, and Islamic.
I know.
It seems to be like a common
So-
thread that
I agree with you.
You can take it to
See,
its historicity, right?
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
people don't do
yeah.
it now? It's because it doesn't get it right. It doesn't go with
Yeah. So yeah, you gotta put. Can you stop? Why? Can you stop speaking, dude? Now we heard you out, right? Sikhism
First,
did
no,
that.
firstly, my conversation
It's not
was
gonna-
towards Europe. I think y'all interjected.
Let him get it out.
So,
He's not gonna stop.
no, just so you know, I was talking towards Europe.
How many minutes do you need before Nargis and... Okay, just answer this question. How many minutes of speech do you need before Nargis and I can continue our discussion? Okay, take 2 minutes. Take 3. Take 3, but after that, please be silent till Nargis and I finish our discussion.
Okay. So, firstly, Europe, this is dedicated to you. Somebody start the timer. It seemed like what you were trying to say, essentially, is that the script that you were reading, 98.6, was about the disbelievers in hellfire. But then I presented to you a tafsir where the Islamic scholars are essentially saying, no, this is about Allah has created everything. And the people that he's created, he's already deemed that they are the worst of creatures because he's already deemed that they're not going to fucking believe in him. So that's number one. I wish that you would address that. Go ahead. I'll relent the rest of my time for Euro to explain.
Yeah, so I started to address it, but there was a lot of interruptions. But like I said, I essentially agree with what was just said. I would just add a corollary that the other part about that they were fashioned this way by Allah is a separate point. But yeah, the text is referring to these people being the worst of people, and that they will be condemned to hellfire. So I agree with that. I'm not suggesting that it's only. I'm not saying that they're not the worst of creatures. So they are the worst of creatures, and they are condemned to hellfire.
All right, we can move on. That's all I want. It just seemed like Euro was presenting that the script was about all the people going to hellfire, when it seems like Islamic scholars
Okay,
are saying
I thought you were done.
every person that is not a believer in Islam.
Tricked
So that's the
you.
discussion that I had with Euro.
Well, what it says
That's
is,
all I wanted to bring up.
well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, you just have to be careful when you say believers in Islam. So that's why I stick with the wording of the text. So those who, amongst the people of the book, which includes Christians and Jews and Sabaeans, who are disbelievers, are the worst.
Sabaeans is not in the
Muslims.
text right there.
Well, people of the book, people of the book includes Sabaeans.
Well, I'm just saying, like.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, I don't know why you are arguing
It's
about this point.
whoever people of the book are. But
Why?
people
I
of
don't
the
know
book-
why you care about Sibians.
Nilo, are
You
not
had your
bad.
2 minutes, dude. You had your 2 minutes. Did you not have your 2 minutes?
Why are you yelling, bro? Stop yelling.
Stop gonna give up. Let him finish.
What's wrong with you, bro? Why are you yelling?
Just like that.
Why? I'm trying to hear. Why? I'm trying to hear
Because
why in
people
Euro.
often tell me that my mic is bad,
Okay.
so I have.
I'm trying to hear why in Euro. Could you stop yelling and calm down, please?
Yeah, I thought that why you finished with the discussion, or why you continuing now? Okay.
No,
Didn't you
why are
say
you
that
talking?
I'm done?
You just let them finish, bro. What's wrong with you?
All right,
You
why
sat in
go
the corner
ahead?
somewhere, bro.
How many more minutes are you going to take now, why? You said you wanted 2 minutes. 2 minutes are done.
Dude,
Do you want more?
we went through my diatribe, my dialogue and everything, and I relented my time to Euro, and now we're holding a conversation. That's not a part of the 2 minutes. Do you understand?
I told you to, you had your 2 minutes and then you will give it to Nargis and me, and you are now just continuing. I mean, like, seriously, why? That was very, very
Alright, dude. Whatever.
dishonest of you.
Anytime you would like to talk about this, I wish that we could. But go ahead.
Yeah, we could talk another time.
No, we can talk it as you can do it now, as soon as Nargis and I finish. Alright? So Nargis,
Yeah, what?
now see. Yeah, so I agree that the text.
If you're coming here to.
I know, I know that.
Unless you're a fool. Okay, go ahead.
No. So the thing is that, it is true that a lot of these Abrahamic religions, or there might be others.
Abrahamics, otherwise.
Yes, they say that, if you are either with us or against us, right?
So, that's against. Also,
And anybody who's not with us is going to burn in hell.
Based on historically, they're growing religions, they are becoming large states, these are becoming large states. right?
No, well,
And
no,
towards the
this,
end,
let's be
they
clear.
are.
This is not true. This is not true of Abrahamic religions. It's true of two of them. It's true to Christianity and Islam. It is not true to Judaism.
Please,
Judaism has
Come
always.
on, bro.
No, it's an important point. It's like, guys, why can't I finish my sentences? My God. So it is not true of Judaism. Judaism does not claim exclusivity to salvation. They explicitly say, well, you guys can laugh, but it's true. They explicitly say that the world to come is also available to non-Jews. They explicitly say that.
One second. Are those non-Jews polytheists?
You need to find
No,
whoever knows.
non-Jews are not polytheists.
I don't know. 1 second.
They're going, the
No,
common term.
there's non-Jews that.
Well, Goy just means the nations. It's just people.
Goy means wrong.
It's not a bad thing.
Goyim is a
No.
non-Jew of a different nation because
Yeah,
they
non-Jew.
created.
They're still in otherizing, right?
No.
It's the people of the nations.
Yeah,
It just
it's like it's a term that expanded upon. It's like firstly the word itself.
Okay, so they authorize on ethnicity, Judaism, and Christian Islam authorize based on religious beliefs. Judaism authorizes based on, the other is based on ethnicity.
no, like you're not just you're missing a key
Can I just
point.
say one thing? Because
You're
I didn't
missing
get
a key point. Islam and Christianity both claim exclusivity to salvation. They say you can't be saved unless you're one of us. And then they give what the conditions are to being one of us. Jews do not say you have to be a Jew to be saved. They explicitly say salvation is open to everyone. Whether you're a Jew or not a Jew, you have the possibility of benefiting from the world to come. They're very explicit about that. They even say how. But they do not say you have to be a Jew. This is why they don't proselytize. Because there is no need.
So 1 second, Nilo.
It's not a minor point. It's a huge point. Exclusivity to salvation is the whole thing we've been talking about.
Okay, Euro, let me just say one point. Nilo, calm down, bro. I've been trying to speak. You're yelling all day. Let me get my point out.
Kairos really not allowed to speak.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, be quiet. Okay? Euro, this is where I disagree with you.
Okay.
Say, they don't say that, yes, you have to be a Jew, don't become Jewish, but what do they say? They say non-Jews must still be monotheists. They must practice the
Yes.
Noahides. So
Yes.
if you are somebody that, you could be non-Jewish, yeah, don't become a Jew, but what do they say? If you are doing idolatry, you should be killed. Any form of idolatry, you should be wiped off the earth.
Okay.
You will be going to hell. This is what they believe.
Yeah,
So,
I understand your point.
you don't have to be a Jewish.
So you made one. So you made
but
one.
the Noahides, though.
Yeah. So you made one huge mistake. It's when you said you disagree with me. You're literally saying what I said. So you're not disagreeing
Okay,
with
but
me.
you
You're agreeing
agree
with
that,
me.
1 second, salvation isn't for everyone, though. It's not. 'Cause you
I said it's open. It's open. It's open to everyone.
No, it's not.
And I
People that accept
specifically
Noahides.
said, no, like people are apparently are not listening to everything I say because I
It's hard. There
specifically
is people
said
yelling over you.
I know. I specifically said that there are conditions.
Okay, fair enough.
So I didn't say just
But
like
every religion
one,
has
like-
conditions to salvation.
no. There's a big difference.
What?
And I'll say it again. Christians and Muslims have exclusivity. You have to be one of them. You have to be a Christian to be saved according
That
to
is
the
the
Christians.
condition.
Yeah, it's a condition. And the condition is you have to be okay, I don't understand why people don't understand English. Everybody has conditions. But the difference is very simple. Christians and Muslims say you have to be one of us. The Jews do not say you have to be one of us. They do say you have to be a monotheist, but you don't have to be one of us. That is a distinction, and it's an important distinction.
Okay, so the Jews believe that hey, you don't have to do the 613 commandments.
No, it's not a question of doing the 613 commandments. Yeah, but I don't know why you're making this complicated. Jews say you don't have to be.
exclusivity.
Jews,
That's why he
all-
wants-
Bro, you gotta
all
hear
my
my whole
point is-
position before you disagree. You
uh,
might be
because-
agree with me,
because-
but
all-
I never said the whole position.
because you brought in the 613, which is
I know,
irrelevant.
don't worry about what the
Let him
rest is. Hear
finish,
my
right?
position.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, okay. Jews believe, hey, you don't have to become one of us, i.e., follow the 613 commandments, but salvation will not be granted to you if you don't become a monotheist and follow the Noahites. Do you agree?
Which is what I said from the beginning. I
So
said
there
that the
are,
first time.
and then 1 second, and when I said every religion has conditions to salvation, you said, no.
No, that's not what I said. You're not listening. I literally said, yes, they all have conditions. And the distinction that I've made, that I'm correct about, is that Christians say you have to be a Christian, Muslims say you have to be a Muslim,
And
which
Jews
is
say you have
what
to
we
be a
were
monotheist.
arguing about. Jews do not say that.
So they say you have to be a monotheist.
Right, they don't say you have to be a
Okay.
Jew.
So Nilothar can't
You have to
go
be a
there.
monotheist.
Anyway, can
Right.
Nargis and I continue? So
So the
now that has
polytheist
been
is
come.
still like the
You
hate
dare believe in
among
Jesus
Jews
to
also,
them?
right?
Dying.
Okay,
So
so
the polytheists
Euro.
do.
So that's different. I don't understand what
Nilothar
it's
Can Nargis and I continue? Euro, you had your side quest.
Within Judaism.
It's not a side quest. You made the false claim that all Abrahamic religions have this exclusivity, and I pointed out that Jews do not. It is a thing that applies to Christians and Muslims, not to
With polytheists,
Jews.
they do too.
What?
Okay, why I said it's a side quest is because
My God, you keep interrupting Nargis. Can we say it
With the
again?
polytheists, they do too. They exclude polytheism, therefore polytheists, right?
I didn't say that they don't exclude people. What I said is they don't have the exclusivity vows. Why do people keep bringing up irrelevant stuff? You want to start talking about the rain in Japan? What is going on?
so Euro. Okay, wait, Nargis. Now let me just speak. I just want to speak one thing in Europe. So why I was saying it's irrelevant is for one, there are like 15 million Jews in the world. It's not really important thing. Second thing is that distinction that Nargis was saying, that the distinction that there is otherizing, that distinction is still satisfied because polytheist Jews will otherize or the Judaism, the way it is will otherize polytheism. So it's a small distinction that doesn't make it any difference.
All I said is your statement was wrong.
Yeah, I know, I got it. Now we don't have to make it anymore.
All Abraham.
We got it.
Well, all right, then
We
just
got it.
move on.
No, I just wanted to. I was telling you why it's irrelevant and it's finished.
What you want to do is you were wrong about a point, and now
No, I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong.
About as if
I wasn't wrong. Okay, tell me what was I wrong about?
You have so much ego that you can't just say, look, I was wrong.
Tell me what was I wrong about? Tell me what was I wrong about? What was I wrong about?
You were wrong when you said that all Abrahamic religions had the same property of exclusivity to their own religion. It doesn't apply to Jews.
I didn't say that. That Nargis said that.
Okay,
All
you
I
didn't say
said
that.
was
Okay,
all I
let's
said was
move
that
on.
there's other
You didn't say it, then we can move on, right?
okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know why you have to jump like this. So anyway, so Nargis, the issue is that you're jumping on us, man. Nargis and I were trying to have a conversation. So Nargis, the issue is that I mean the way the structure or the origins of the religion might have something to do with it. I mean there are some religions which are pluralistic. They will say that everybody is going to the heaven in their own way, or everybody has their own path. So the point is that it is possible that this is more cultural, historical, cultural significance rather than actually taking it as a truth and false the way you are saying it. I don't think it is that like clear cut as true and false.
No, I was not saying it as truth and false. I was positing it as because it holds to one principle, the other is necessarily false, and if the other is in opposition to its principle, right? So it's of course it is historic. You can't ever not go on the historicity, right? These are becoming bigger structures. Unity has to be maintained. Wars are coming in. Larger lands are being.
That's what I was.
So historicity.
Yeah, even historicity. Even historicity change. That's what I was telling. Why that when Islam came to India, they had to deal with a huge number of polytheists. Okay, they cannot just say that we have to convert them or kill them, because traditional Islamic value says that you have to either convert the polytheists or kill them. But you can't do that. You can't kill.
Dude, they tried. What do you
Okay, wait, no, they did not. They did not. No, let me just finish. Why are you guys like? Okay, so what they actually ended up doing was they included Hindus among the people of the book, the definition of people of the book. So the people of the book definition got changed. Yes. In India, they did get changed. They just had to pay the jizya. Okay.
I'm just telling you, he knows everything about India now. He's read everything. So they look for it. Can I just have a conversation with the person in the number? I didn't, they look for it. Ideologically, right?
Why can I have, okay, if you have something to say, just put it in the chat, why?
Okay, one was reading that verse, for example, right? First of all, we haven't read it. See how he intrudes when people. So you, I don't know if you put in the reference, because verses like that usually have historical reference to context. He's addressing a group of people. It could be prior to a war, right? It could just be ideological too, right?
I put the tafsir, so by the way,
Because
I've linked it.
because I do remember, like, polytheists hardly existed on that peninsula. They were non-existent. So to say, to put them in one group, right, and say they're hell dwellers, in order to create the ummah, the unity, the numbers, would just be a natural, course of action, right? Now, I think if they were a large number, he would have had to deal with them more. You see what I'm saying? There's also a diplomatic distance to that. But the one who's reading it now, if they read it without all of these referencings, right, and this deep understanding, and I think of it as just an ideological difference, therefore the person is whatever, an animal is false. This is where it's messed up.
I just want to bring up.
Yeah. Wait. Why? Can you not let Nargis have, so but the point is that
I just want to.
you are not letting me you're not letting us finish our conversation.
Selfish. It's so
Very selfish. Very selfish, man. Very selfish.
Stop acting like a victim, man. Let why speak.
Why is fucking rubbish? Why is Islamophobic, bro?
I know, but sometimes you want to hear it. Now, 1 second, Needle is lying about Islam right now. We're letting.
No, I'm not lying about Islam.
Yeah, he is.
I want to see what
You
he
literally
is
just
saying
lied.
so that we can establish.
That polytheists need to be converted or killed.
You lied.
Where are you getting that from? Where are you getting that from? Where the hell are you getting that from?
That is coming from the hadith, so it's not coming from the Quran, right?
Okay, then mention
No.
that, right?
Yeah. It's coming, there is a tradition. Yes.
Yeah, so what's the tradition?
Yeah, where's the
What is
tradition?
it?
What
You
is it? Who
convert,
said
you
it?
pay the jizya, or we fight.
Absolutely. Quran.
Yes.
That's Islam's position.
Yes.
That is,
Absolutely.
yes, exactly.
That is,
So
and that is the position in Judaism. Yes.
No, I'm saying in Islam, this is the position, okay?
Yes, it is.
What are you
Yes,
talking
it is.
about?
I'm talking about that's the position in Judaism. Yes.
How is that the position in Judaism?
Because in the Jewish in the Torah it says when you lay siege on a city, you offer them peace, and the scholars and the rabbi Maimonides says, what is the peace? They have to what? Accept the Noahide laws, or you fight them. Yes. And they must pay a tax.
Noahide laws is not Judaism, dude. And the idea of Noahide,
I never said it's Judaism.
No,
you hear
it is
my
not.
argument?
It
I
is
never
not.
said it was
It is
Judaism.
not.
I never
Yeah.
said it was. Are you hearing my argument? That's why I'm
Oh,
need you to
okay.
pay attention.
Okay, well then it's not.
I said
Fine,
it's
it's not
Judaism.
Yeah.
Okay,
I understand your point, Kyra.
Dude, real quick.
Who the fuck made why mod?
Dude, I've been a mod for a moment, so just relax.
Oh my
So
god.
you know what? From now on, can we all just agree to talk one at a time, guys? Come on.
Yeah, I would agree with
So
that.
why you can go first, and then who wants to go after him?
Okay, I'll mute after that. So
Okay.
Kyra,
After why, I'll speak. Go ahead, why?
So one thing that is different there is that Judaism was based off of they were just trying to build a kingdom at the time, a certain land mass that they would say, this is us, this is our people, as opposed to what is being brought up with Islam, which is the whole word, right? From the two sons, the sun and the two west and the two east, right? That's like Judaism saying, hey, the land of milk and honey, and this is what it is, you know. So your argument isn't like valid at that conversation level because Jews inside of the Bible were specifically fighting for a landmass that was what they deemed their landmass. Whether I agree with that or not.
Yes, exclusively there. Thank you very much.
Can I say something?
Exclusively the
Okay,
I have 1 second, Neil. We just.
I have put it in the chat. You asked me.
What's wrong?
You asked me. I know, Cairo, you want to speak, but you asked me for
No,
a.
I'm not asking. Okay, don't worry.
You asked me for a.
Don't worry, put it in the
You
chat.
asked me for convert or die.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, bro. Just be quiet.
Yeah, but
This
come
man
on,
will
just read
never
the
support
convert or die.
abolition sheriffs
No, no, I
to
got no.
violent deadly force against any individual committing acts of serious violence and crime. Every day at 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. all trains will be swept of homeless moms and removed from new black card processing facility.
It's not even why. It's just Neil.
No, it's why, it's why. We were speaking and then Ryan interjected and we have to
It's
see.
okay. We all agreed after
I
that.
don't think that's the case at all. Why's been quiet most of the time.
Yeah, it's this guy, man.
He interjected after a long time.
Everything is Ryan's fault.
Well, okay,
Okay,
This
go on.
sheriff use violent deadly
But I
force
think
against
that
any
the
individual
reality
committing
is
acts of
that
serious violence and crime.
me and
Every day at 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. all trains will be swept of homeless moms and
and
removed
other
from the new
people want
black
to
card
talk, and I
processing
think that's
facility.
reasonable.
But now, yes, what I was saying, I wasn't saying that
Shit.
Noah Heights is Judaism. Maybe you misunderstood me, Euro. I was saying in Judaism, in the religion, in Judaism, they have laws in the Torah. The siege on the city. When this happened, is they accept the people have to end their beliefs. They have to change whatever they believe. They believe in paganism and Christianity. To say if you believe in multiple gods, you must end that. Follow the Noahide laws, pay the tax, and then you will be left alone. If not, you don't do that, then you fight, you kill everybody, you take the women and the kids as sex slaves, and we can continue on. They put people into slavery, but they do have conditions when they are going offensive war. That there are conditions that the people must accept. That's what I was saying. This is in Judaism. I wasn't saying that the Noahide law is Judaism. No, I'm saying in the religion of Judaism, that's what it says. That this is what Ramban, Maimonides, he quotes what the terms are when they say make peace. He quotes it.
Yeah, so maybe, Kyrie, maybe you didn't hear over all the interruptions yelling, but I had already agreed with you on your point when you made that the first time.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the only distinction that I would make, and it's maybe not that important, is the add-on parts that when you reference specifically like the Noahide laws and whatnot, because as you pointed out, that's a Maimonides interpretation. But if we look at the plain text, it does say that you have to offer peace terms before you go to war. And yeah, so those peace
But he
terms.
just described what the peace terms are. Like a lot of rabbis, they agree with him, and they describe, hey, what are these peace terms?
Well, the main part that I agree with is that there's an agreement that is a type of
In Islam, we offer them
trip. Yeah. No, I'm agreeing with you that they're similar, and that in both cases you're talking about tribute and submission. Yeah.
You're also talking about Maimonides. He's like, what, 12th century ACE?
Yeah, that's why I mentioned that's much later. Yeah.
Who is seen as the
So
second
what is
movement,
Islam
one of the biggest
after all?
rabbis.
Other than a combination of
I'm not bringing up no random
Like what
rabbi.
is Islam after all?
Anyway.
Other than a combination of Christianity.
Since we are all speaking now,
With the correction.
since we are all speaking now, I wanted to tell Cairo.
They are very.
Everybody's speaking. That's a counterpoint.
Okay, so Cairo, by the way, you said I was lying. So read the Quranic verse I put
don't
it,
care what you
which
say.
clearly says convert or die. Okay, so so there is Islamic jurisprudence. So convert or die. So just concede the point.
Neil, do you have a victimhood case?
So
No, it has got nothing to do with victimhood. I have to think for truthful.
Okay.
I have
So
to think for truth.
So
Why are you?
Let me know when the next case
me, I have a question.
Yeah, okay.
So what's your reference to this converter deck?
I put it in the chat, man. It's a Quranic verse.
The Quranic verse, okay.
I mean, it used to be the case, but later when they actually came across huge numbers of polytheists like in India, they wouldn't do that. It's simply not possible.
But why?
So I read the Quranic verse, so you really have to be careful of the context here. The verse says, kill the polytheist who violated their treaties.
But that's not in the actual Arabic, right? That's the reason there's parentheses. Like it's not parentheses.
Let me
right?
read it for you.
Like,
Can you read the Arabic, please?
yeah.
Here, I'll read it.
Let me dissect. No, let him.
Oh, okay.
He's claiming to know it, right?
No.
And can you read? No, let him because he's.
Yeah, I know, but while he's
He
searching
likes
for that,
in Andrews. He likes every room he makes up.
so Nevo over here put in Surah 9:5. That's what Toba. Yeah, correct. All right. Let me just double check. Yeah, 9:5. Okay. So let me start reading from 4. As for the polytheists who have honored every term of their treaty with you and have not supported an enemy against you, honor your treaty with them until the end of its term. Surely Allah loves those who are mindful of Him. So,
Can you give me a historic reference to that?
Mr.
Every verse has a historic reference.
Mr. Victimhood is saying the
I don't know why you're
polytheists.
calling me names.
There's everything has
You showed that you're a dickhead. Anyway,
What is it?
I agree that
The guy, one second, Nargis. The guy who started this conversation by calling me a dickhead is now sad and mad that I'm calling him victim. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, of course you are.
But you
Because
don't hear me
believe
crying,
that,
bro. You're just crying.
I guess
man
it's
crying.
yeah.
Okay, so now let me finish.
No, I'm kidding. You can call me Mr. Victim. No
Okay,
problem.
thank you. So now the victimhood. Yes, the people that are honor the treaty. Yes, you don't fight them. Yes, why? Because we have a treaty with them, and yes, we hold to that. So it's not just go around and kill anybody. Do this or you die.
Yes.
So in other words,
That's not true.
Wait.
So
Can I
Lie.
put my defense now, Euro?
So-
Can I
so-
put my
so-
defense?
so in other words, Euro was correct. Okay. thank you.
No. Okay, so wait. So let me make my defense again. Can I make my defense? Can I make my defense?
Kill the polytheists who have violated their treaty.
Yes.
Wherever you find them, capture them, besiege them, and lie in wait for them on every way. But if they repent, perform prayers, and pay homage,
Can I now?
and set them free.
Can I?
Indeed, Allah is all forgiving and most merciful.
Okay, so can I now reply to Akairo or like why are you speaking again? Why can you not?
I don't know how you hasn't heard.
I mean, first of all, I made the point to Cairo. Okay, fine, say it.
So, firstly, it doesn't say that in the Arabic about the ones who violated the treaties. Actually, if you read the 10 verses, right, the first 10 verses, what does it say? It says that your treaties, your oaths are to Allah, and that He has negated these verses. Not verses. He has negated these treaties.
1 second. Do you know the verse right before 5? That's what it's in context about.
Dude, that's what I'm bringing up, right? Context. So when somebody just brings up a verse, and then also, Neil actually fell into this trap.
Victim. That's what you're talking about. Okay.
No, he fell into the trap. He gave the link. Inside of the link, it actually uses words that are not inside of the Quran. The Quran doesn't mention that they violated the treaties. These are scholars that are saying, hey, this is the reason for it.
Yeah, because everything has an historic context. Everything has a historic context.
Let me finish.
Yeah, what's the verse before it?
What I'm bringing up is that if you read between Surah 9:1 and Surah 9:10, you'll see that Allah even says that all treaties between the believers and the disbelievers are null and void. It doesn't matter because your oath is towards Allah. Just read.
And what did Allah tell us?
Just
second. I'm about to speak. Yes, what does Allah tell us when He said, "Hey, all the treaties doesn't matter. It's to Allah." Yes, and what does Allah tell us? Obey the treaties. That's why in the verse right before 5, can I speak without being? I let you speak. Right? I'm pretty sure I let you. I might be wrong, but I thought I did.
But he did say that.
Yeah, 1 second. I thought I let you speak. I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. So, in the verse right before that, it tells us how to deal with the people who have honored their treaties. How should we deal with them?
Anyway.
1 second, Neil.
I thought you were done.
At some point, and I have to address this first. Or versus
Okay, you know what?
Treaties are problematic in all
Just
places.
one last.
Yeah.
I'll just say this one last thing, and you guys could
No,
speak.
you finish. Are you still speaking to him?
Or why? How should the Muslims deal with these people that have honored their treaties? What does it say in verse 4?
The 9:4 is speaking about like the people that you have the treaties with and blah blah blah, right?
Yeah, how should we deal with them?
Yeah, you treat them with what? If you go further through Surah 9, they're given a time frame. Hey, do they also, if you encounter them, right? If you encounter them and you judge because of a couple of days that you have them in your like environment, then therefore you judge that they're peaceful enough, you'll let them go. But that's not addressing what I brought up.
No, you're saying. Oh my God.
Yes. The reason why I am now speaking is because I made the original point about convert or die. Then you guys said about something about treaties. The part of the treaties is irrelevant. Okay.
It's not
The thing is that it is irrelevant. I'll tell you why. Don't just break into this. Okay, it is irrelevant.
According to you.
Irrelevant. I'll tell you. Yes, I'm telling you why. If you listen, dickhead.
Everybody strap on, put your seatbelts on.
Actually, let's address this. This is a problem because we have like terrorist groups.
First of all, like Wai said, you don't just take one translation and just say that, there is a treaty or something. See, the thing is that it is possible that you may not actually have a treaty, or you cannot come to a treaty, with the polytheists. It is very possible that, not all wars or conflicts end in treaties, as we know. All right. So then, when there is no treaty, then you have to convert or kill them. The more important point is the more important point is no. Yeah, the more important point
No, but wait,
is
one
that
second. You're gonna prove what you said or no? You could say no.
I'm just saying. No, this is logical. It's not possible. It's not always possible to come to a treaty.
You have different logic.
Okay. Now why are you interrupting? No. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know why you're like.
No, wait.
Can I just finish? Okay, all of you, can I just finish? All right.
Let's read it.
Good. No. Why are you speaking again? Okay.
Okay, let me finish, and then we can all point out why
all
it's
agree
wrong.
to let the victim.
Okay. All right. So why is it irrelevant? It's because when you are ruling a country, all right. Now it's under Islamic rule. That is specifically what the case I used. Like in India, it was the rule was of the Islamic Sultanate. Okay. Now there is no question of treaties with the polytheists because the polytheists are actually under your rule. All right. So there is no the question of treaties doesn't even come across because they are just people who are basically in your subjugation. All right. So that's where you have to convert them. All right. That is the Islamic jurisprudence of this. Now, if you can show that how an Islamic ruler is supposed to treat his polytheist subjects, if you have any other ruling, you show me because this is the one that they would actually use for this. Okay. So that's why the treaty thing is irrelevant. The treaty thing is only relevant for certain times when the Arabs had or the early Muslims had treaties with certain polytheistic tribes in Arabia. Then okay, let's
So show us your evidence that no treaty is convert and kill them. Okay,
This is the problem that you have, me. You started out the first time with an assertion. They have to be converted or they have to be killed. people said, what's the proof for this? So then you come back and say the proof is 9.5. Then we read 9.5, and it turns out that applies only to people who didn't follow a treaty. Then you respond and say, okay, that's irrelevant because it applies to other people, but you haven't provided anything that supports that. So Cairo is quite correct. It's like, if you're going to make a claim like that, what is your source?
Yes, so I'm telling you, right? So first of all, like why said, okay, wait, he asked me the question. You see, he asked me the question.
Look at this. He does it every time.
So why? I know your point is, and we'll address it after, but Nee has a problem here because he's making an assertion without any.
First of all, like I said, you have a very strange way of interpreting the Quranic verses. You just take the first link you find.
Do it like you and
the
just
definition
make
you find. See, Cairo. I mean, you are the one who believes that euro is the worst, so I don't know why you were, when you were speaking worst.
He didn't say euro was the worst.
Yeah, he said it. He completely agreed with that. Okay, are you somebody who is a believer?
Yo, you are crazy, Neil, bro.
Anyway,
You're
so
crazy.
yeah, you consider Nargis, why, all of us the worst. So.
And now when somebody puts
I mean, you said mashallah to that word. Anyway.
Not
Okay,
only a liar.
Can we continue?
Let's give him a chance to support his statements. So what's your support?
Yeah, so the support is, I have put another link, okay? Read the Wiki Islam link on forced conversion, okay? So there is a policy of forced conversion in Islam, all right? This is what the term convert or die actually mean. Convert or die is just a you can say, mocking way of saying it, you know?
And you put
And
the
why?
link in the chat.
Yes, I put the link in the chat. So the thing is that, like Vi actually said, that particular verse, 9.5, it does not actually mention about violating treaties. Some people translate it as violating treaties, others don't say anything, all right? And there is generally a policy, there used to be at least, for the polytheists that there would be a convert or die, or forced conversion policy.
I
that
think
was
you're
there.
talking about Surah 256.
I mean, there's a whole link. I put. You can read the entire thing. It has given.
This would be good for your point. It's Surah 256. It's going to prove everything you just said.
Let's focus on these verses. Let's not go to other verses.
Yeah, so Nee, what you did is you didn't provide support. You gave a link to an article that discusses this long thing. What they asked for is what you did with 9.5, which is provide a verse in the Quran or a hadith or something that backs your point.
I
did.
You
did.
I
You
did.
gave a link to an article.
Yes, just read the whole article. That is what is doing what I am saying.
That's not the same thing.
Yes, it is.
It's not the same thing.
You know, if somebody else has already written about it.
It's like me saying, okay, I can't summarize where the support is. Instead, read this book. Yeah,
I will tell you what the.
It's not fair.
The whole article actually starts with this verse, okay? It explains what. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll read you the book. Okay.
Just give us a verse in the Quran or a hadith that says that you have to convert people or they get killed. It's as simple as that.
This is that verse, dude. This is that verse that is used.
Which verse?
The 9.5.
Yeah, except 9.5 applies to those who didn't follow a treaty.
Okay, so can you see that in the Arabic? Can you show me that where in the Arabic does it say follows the treaty?
It's a 9.4.
Okay.
No, what does 9.4 say in the Arabic? Tell me. Or what is the literal translation?
It specifically accepts those who followed the treaty.
Yeah, but that does not talk about polytheism. Okay, it does not. That 9.4 doesn't talk about
polytheists.
Yes, 9.4 doesn't talk about polytheists.
9.7 of the Quran. How can there?
I assume you guys have never really heard just how absolutely R-worded out people can be, but what you just witnessed was an incredible waste of time, and a good example of how people can't actually communicate intelligently, that it's horrifically annoying and a complete and total waste of time. Hello? Hello? Hello?